All right, it is Thursday night. I'd like to offer special thanks to my biggest fan, Skullspinks. Skullspinks, ladies and gentlemen. First in the room, beat everybody, even beat Eevee, the best Eevee. Congratulations. And in honor of this occasion, I'm naming you, Skullspinks, Gaming Lawyer Channel's biggest fan. Congratulations. You've earned it. How's everyone doing? Gee, chat got real quiet, and then I did note that yeah, it says excellent connection now, but my studio page for YouTube said I was having no data in the middle of that. So it's already on Twitter. What is that? You're officially the biggest fan? Oh no, I gotta check out the Twitter sphere. Is this going viral, like you kids say? Is it blowing up? How's everyone doing? How you doing, Skull Sphinx? How you doing, Eric Hollifer? I know Brad's gonna show up because he just literally posted a video 30 seconds ago. You know, Brad's been playing this JRPG, and he's released like 12 or 13 videos now. He's releasing a bunch of them. I think he's recording the whole, like, every moment of the playthrough. Which is also what made me really want to play JRPG, which is why I'm playing Trails in the Sky. Because I already have a bunch of JRPGs that I really would like to play that I never finished. And, I'll say again, EV23 Steam Deck, big fan. I'm really enjoying the Steam Deck. Like, I've been enjoying playing this. This is the only game that I've really played this week. And I've been enjoying just sitting on my couch, or not my couch, my recliner, my big easy chair with the lever. Just sitting back on the chair. I put like a little, sofa cushion in my lap, and put the Steam Deck on top, and I sit there and I play, and then Millie jumps up and I pet Millie, and then I play some more. Only a lot of times Millie's being a spaz, so I can't play very much. I have to wait till Millie calms down. I'm tired. So tired, you guys. I'm looking forward to when Millie calms down a little bit. Well, oh, there it is. Oh, no. Yep, it is officially on Twitter. Yep. Let's see. Yep, there it is. On the Twitter feed, right there. Gaming Lawyer, Skull Sphinx equal officially biggest G-Law fan. And that's on so you know it's true because it's on Twitter. Yeah. Right. Well, this one got away from us, didn't it? The night is still so young. Yeah. I was looking forward to Brad coming in, because Brad got his puppy. You know, my life is centered on my puppy these days. Brad got his puppy. It was his girlfriend's idea to get the puppy. And I guess, you know, it's been a challenge. You watch Brad's videos. There's all sorts of Brad being like, "Hey, sweetheart, why don't you play with your toys? What do you want? Why are you barking at me?" He does call the dog sweetheart, though. I was thinking of giving him some shit about that after the way he talks to me about me talking to my pets. But I'm worse. I'm way worse. I mean, like your pet, your bow. I don't know if he talks like that. But I should watch more of his videos. I put on Brad's videos when I'm, a lot of times when I'm, like, I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and I want to lay back down and go to sleep. That's when I do it. Do it! Let me see. But I got some new pictures. There he is. There's Brad. Hi, Brad. You're just in time for my new Millie pictures. I was going to share some new Millie pictures. You know how I like to share Millie pictures. She's getting bigger. So if you all recall, this is what Millie looked like when we got her. She's a little itty bitty puppy girl like this. And this the latest picture of her is me taking her in the woods. First time taking the Milster into the woods. You're getting bigger, but no one's impressed. Sorry, Brad. I'm impressed. Doing a good job, Brad. Here's Millie. Look, she looks like kind of a. Well, in this picture, she almost looks like feral. But look at the difference. She is getting big. Looking intimidating. In that first picture, she looks noble. But in the more recent picture, she's starting to look a little like a wild animal, like a wild beast. She's still cute though, honestly. Like she photographs, she always looks like a wild, like almost wants like a murder in her eyes. She still looks really adorable in person. She does look violent in that newer picture. Let's see. Here's another picture. She looks a little nicer. This is another picture from the same walk. So there. That's a little bit less murder in her eyes. Same day. This was like, within 5 minutes. Same day. So yeah, that one's a little bit here. Let's get so we can get the whole thing of her. Because you got to see her little socks, you got to see her little spotted socks to get the full effect. The socks make her look at least 40% less murderous. Those silly socks. I'm not training her to attack people. Although she does want to attack all the cars. We're still trying to work out the car situation. Here's Millie sitting on her bed, eating a Chauncey feather. And I had to give everyone a disclaimer that she did not eat Chauncey. She just found the feather on the ground and then ran to her little bed, happy as a clam, super proud, sat down, chewed on her feather, and was like, "Look, I got the bird feather." She was all ecstatic about it. And then finally, this is from a couple weeks back. I'm going in reverse chronological order. Here's a picture of Millie looking out the window. She likes looking out the window. Wait, where'd it go? 2010. Oh, did I not get that? Oh, I guess I messed up. No, there it is. Yeah, Millie. I'm locking onto the wrong one. Here we go. Millie looking out the window. See, she's still. Well, this is a couple weeks ago, where she still looks cute. Look at her looking out the window. She puts her little. She puts her little chin on the windowsill, like an adorable little puppy girl, like a boshi baby girl. So cutesy. Your stupid dog also has unreasonable aggression towards cars. She couldn't beat a skateboard, so not sure what the deal is there. Yeah, Millie sounds like the way she yelps and cries and jumps when a car goes by. You'd think, I worry because other dogs in the neighborhood start barking. We're apartment complex, so there's a lot of people. There's all of a sudden all the dogs around start barking, and I swear to God, it sounds like someone's killing her. And it's literally, it could be it could be a Corolla driving by at 2 miles an hour, super slow. And she's flipping her shit. You told your dog that she's conforming to stereotypes in an embarrassing way, but she doesn't care. Yeah, that's reasonable. I mean, at least you're trying, right? You're trying to tell her to avoid those harmful stereotypes. Oh yeah, and then there's and we did recently open up the patio and make our patio Millie safe. So we've done even more because she kept dropping her balls. There's a little crack between the at the base of those bars. There's an opening, and she'd keep dropping her balls and they'd roll off the edge. So whenever we go for a walk, I'd always find like her balls under the cars, like outside and stuff. So, well, this is a good one because she just is like, you know, it's like kind of natural and it's just her hanging out. We got her little one of her beds out there. It's her rough day, rough, R-U-F-F, her rough day doggy pillow. But yeah, this is a good one. Especially it's good because if you get a good zoom on her, it's good lighting, so it's got a good. The problem with a black dog is a lot of the pictures we take inside, she just looks like a black dot, like a black streak with maybe sometimes you see like a little bit of the whites of her eyes. Hey, what's up, Keith? House of Justice. That's right. Law dogs. Woof. Law dogs. That's the Millie right there. Let's get close, super close. Oh, look at her. What a precious girl, huh, Brad? What a cute little milster, huh? Yeah, look at this milster. Look at her. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at the sweetums. Look at the sweetums. Oh, eating that feather. Oh, you get that feather, girl. You get that feather. You eat it up good. Nom, 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 nom. She's cute, but when I talk like that, you have to choke back the bile. Oh, I'd have too hard a time with the puppy cam right now because I got the green screen up. I've done it a couple times at work where I've had just like her when I'm babysitting her. And we've converted our apartment so basically she has more free run because it used to be there was a part of the living room that was adjacent to my wife's office that was her area. And we bought more of those panels where you can cordon off areas. And now we basically got it so that she's got a run between both of our offices. So then if I need to watch her, she doesn't need to be trapped. She can go out into the living room and it's all like puppy approved safe areas. With safe meaning nothing she get into to destroy that we don't want her to. You vote I should do a puppy live stream someday? It probably wouldn't be too hard to convince me to do that. Well, let me see. No, I was gonna say I took a video, but it would take a while to upload it. I took a video of us walking on a trail, and she was all excited, all like sniffing everything, running all over the place, being all like cute and curious. It was adorable. So maybe I'll live stream us going for a walk or something someday. But the thing is, if I just like had her in the room right now and was like, let's do a live stream, like she probably would just be like, nah, I just want to sit over here in the corner and like lick my asshole. Leave me alone. Like she's not always doing cute puppy things. Sometimes she's just like, I just want to sleep. And then there is the sitting in the corner licking her asshole. That's one of her favorite pastimes. Ashley, hey Ashley, how you doing? You second the puppy live stream? Okay. I'll definitely take it under advisement. because, yeah, arguably I spend more time puppying than I do playing video games right now, so I could be the puppy and lawyer. P-Law. They call me P-Law for short. Prove that Chauncey didn't get eaten. I've been I've been trying to teach Millie to not. Millie's a little bit jealous of. She's a little bit jealous of Chauncey. Like when I talk to Chauncey, or when I talk to Chauncey or give Chauncey treats, Millie, especially when I hand feed Chauncey treats, Millie gets all like, she gets all crazy. All right, let's turn some of these off. There we go. This is a good one. There, this will just be my background, and then we'll put the there, it's gonna be my whole channel now. It's gonna be Millie. And yeah, it's pretty good. Let this creative genius cook. So I could actually attempt to get Chauncey and see if she'll come out. Chauncey's been a lot more like reserved and understandably a little scared about coming out of her cage because Millie is Millie acts like she wants to eat Chauncey. I won't lie. Millie is like acts like she's competing for my attention, and when she sees Chauncey, she looks like she wants to like off the competition. So I don't know. You do think I do a really good job of making graphics for my channel? Such as the definitive version of Torn? Or, yeah, okay. It's pretty good. Here, we'll have, we do... There's trails. Alright, now I know what I need to do. We just get rid of the trails title. It's blocking Millie. There. There we go. That's perfect. We just make Millie the center of the screen. So, there we go. Millie. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Puppy and Lawyer stream. You can call me P-Law for short. Yeah, I heard the Millster. The Mill Monster. We got so many nicknames for her. You will not call me P-Law? That's okay. I kind of hope you don't. I don't really want people to call me P-Law. But you want to know more about evidence, a structured approach? Well, you're in luck, Brad. Because I've got it right here. That's evidence, a structured approach. Yeah, this book's been through some shit. So how's your puppy going, Brad? I was saying I was watching. I have your videos on and off. I don't watch them like from beginning to end, all of them, but I play a number of them when I'm like usually in bed in the night. I have Brad videos going, and sometimes your puppy starts barking in the background. And Brad's like, hey, why are you barking? You know how I always said Brad be all serious, talking to the puppy like it's an adult? He goes, hey, sweetheart. But then he's like, you have plenty of toys. Why don't you play with one of your toys? Why are you barking? Like, this is irrational. This irrational behavior. It's how I would imagine if Brad had to deal with kids, like babysitting a kid. He'd be like, you're acting completely immature right now. But she's the nice little dog. Okay, that's good. But she still smells terrible. Yeah, Millie, I don't know if I'd go so far as to say she smells terrible all the time, but I've had a few dogs, and she's definitely the most potent smelling. Like, she has a very strong dog smell. And I don't know if it could be a hygiene issue, too. I don't know. That's basically how you act. You're like, listen, puppy, let's have a discussion. I know you're better than this. You're better than this. But yeah. And then Millie just, well, she stinks too because, like, one of the main things we give her to chew on so she doesn't chew on us is a bully stick, which is basically, it's not exactly rawhide, but it's similar kind of materials. Like, it smells terrible when she chews it. It gets real slimy in her mouth, and she chews it for like hours. And so I think her breath is pretty much like terrible. Between that and licking her asshole and then trying sometimes to eat poo, we've been giving her these special treats that's supposed to make her poo taste bad, so she won't want to eat it. But sometimes we catch her. I don't know if it's sometimes like she's like, oh, like, this is a really especially good to poo, and she was gonna go for it because she doesn't try to eat all of them. Sometimes she goes for it. We have to be like, put it down. She chews on sheep ears, but they smell better than her, and they do get slimy and gross. Okay, sheep ears. I don't think I've heard of that. I wonder if that's like a thing, if that's a thing in China, or that's just a thing that's just around that people do for dogs, and I just haven't heard of it. Because I haven't heard of these things, bully sticks. I hadn't heard of those until we'd had Millie for like a couple weeks. And then we bought a pack from Costco, and she absolutely like loves the things. It's just a thing that's around. Okay. She thinks, right, she's interested in poo. Yeah, I know. I had dogs in the past that were interested in cat poo. Like, we'd have cats and they would go to the litter box, and especially like one of the dogs was a poodle. She had a little beard, and she'd come running up to you sometimes, and she'd have like she'd have the kitty. She was a black dog too, so it really stood out. This black beard with all this like white kitty litter all over her beard, and she'd be like, and she'd run up to you, and it's like, and then want to lick you. It's like, no, ma'am. You can get all kind of dried animal parts for dogs and on. I would imagine, yeah. We haven't really looked into it aside from what's available at the major, like. Well, even I haven't been to a PetSmart. My wife went when she got her. We took her to the vet, her first vet visit, at least with us, yesterday. And one of the reasons we took her to the woods, now you guys remember I used to go like walking in the woods near my apartment whenever I could, and I was all excited about it. Unfortunately, those forest paths, that nature park doesn't allow dogs. So there really are no forest paths within walking distance of our apartment. So one thing we made a point of doing last weekend, because we knew this week on Wednesday, we hadn't been taking her places in the car, and we knew we were going to take her in the car to the vet. And so we wanted to maybe get ahead of it and not be like, hey, here's this thing. You've seen these on the road. You're terrified of them, right? Here, we're going to shove you into one right. We're going to shove you into one right now. And then we're going to take you where a bunch of strangers are, and they're going to stick things up your butt and stick needles into your arms and your legs. So we took her to the forest trails, and it's just like a forest park that's in town. It's really cool. Like the area that I live in is kind of nice because, or Oregon in general, because you'll be in like just a suburb, but there'll be just areas that they intentionally just never developed. And so this is like 30 acres, and it's about a 5-minute drive from our house. And we took her. She was scared in the car, but then when we got her on the trail, she loved it. And then she came back. She was scared of the car a little bit, but she was a little better. And then when my wife took her, she was still a little bit scared of the car, but apparently she loved it at the vet. She loved the vet and the assistants. They were like super good with animals, and they were giving her treats, and she's licking them, and she like loved the vet and the people that worked there. And so it was funny because my wife left some of the medicine in the car. So when I took Millie out for a walk last night afterwards, I had to go back to the car to get her medicine out. And when I opened the door, she jumped into the car. So I'm like, okay, well, I think she's officially has a positive association with the car. It's going to be important because in about less than a month, we're taking her on her first camping trip, and it's going to be a 3-hour drive. So we want to make sure that she's not like tripping out in the car. And hello, it's Lady Sky. Wait, is this Lady? Wait, is that Lady Wendy? Who was Lady Sky? Oh, I can go to Lady Sky's channel. Oh, it's Mackenzie. Okay, now I know. Okay. Right. You changed your name a few times, so I have a hard time keeping up. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Lady Kenzie, aka it's Lady Sky. Yeah, you were Lady Kenzie. That's right. Well, that's the first thing I saw on your channel is the @it's Mackenzie, and then and Lady Kenzie at Weebly.com. My links are all outdated too, so. But yeah, so we got to figure out our shit for camping though. Like we're still not exactly sure how we're gonna pack all of our stuff. We're thinking we're gonna get like roof bags to put some of our stuff in, but we usually pack our car from like floor to ceiling. I don't think not going camping is an option. I mean, I think if for some reason we discovered that camping was awful for her, like for some whatever reason it just couldn't work and we couldn't do it with her, we might either like put her up in a doggy hotel, or it's conceivable I would just stay home and my wife will go camping because my wife goes camping and with her mom and everything else. Sometimes they go camping on their own. So like a lot of the camping trips are sort of mostly about them socializing. So I think if push came to shove, it would be not too like outrageous for me to stay home with the dog while they went camping together. The camping does not sound pleasant. Yeah, camping is awful for you and I don't seem to care. Well, why? My camping is awful for you, or you don't like camping for yourself? Because I kind of like camping. I enjoy it. So, but why would it bother you that I go camping? If you don't have to go, Brad. When I go, you don't have to go. Although I would say occasionally I've skipped streams because we were prepping for camp trips. So in that sense, you maybe have suffered from my camping. That's right. I violate the Thursday guarantee often when I camp. That's true. It is kind of a big production though. It is kind of a big production because we pack so much shit and we do so much prep. Just don't go camping and do bonus streams instead. We just have puppy streams. I'll just do stay home with Millie and do puppy streams. So, though honestly, I think I would love it if she liked camping though, because I'm sorry sometimes I cancel Thursdays when we're leaving to camp in the morning. But I would love it if Millie, and like if it works out and she likes going like camping and being in the woods, I think that would be cool. So I'm really hoping it does. I mean, worst comes to worst, it might be like maybe she's not ready yet, and we discover. The thing that sucks is like a 3-hour. Like all the camping places that we've picked are like 3 hours away. So we weren't planning on having a puppy when we planned them. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. Speaking of camping, you watch camping videos on YouTube? Yeah, me too, Lady Sky. What's that guy's name? Camping with Steve. You follow him. I feel so bad. He lost his wife last year, and then he used to do videos with his neighbor. He called him Crazy Neighbor, and his crazy neighbor died like a month ago. But that was probably my favorite camping channel. And then I also like hiking videos. If you've seen, there's a probably my favorite channel is one called Kyle Hates Kyle Hates Hiking, and he talks about like through camping and like through hiking where you go backpacking, like the Pacific Crest Trail and the Appalachian Trail, that sort of thing. You watch a lot of videos about that guy who went out in nature and got eaten by a bear. You're gonna be so sad when that happens to P-Law. No, it wasn't P with 2 E's. It was just P with the letter P. Like G-Law. It's just P-Law. But it's gonna... Now you made it gross, Brad. Are you pretty sure it was P with 2 E's? Alright, I didn't specify, so, you know. I suppose it's like in contract law, any ambiguity, it's whoever drafts the contract. If they do any ambiguities, it gets the other person gets to decide which way it should go, because the person who drafted it should have been more definitive if they wanted it to be a certain way. So yeah. In contract law, any ambiguity will be abused by Brad. Well, you're not supposed to come right out and say you're going to abuse it, because there's a whole principle of like fair dealing in contract law. So don't talk about abuse. Talk about sort of righteous utilization of legal principles of fairness. You said P as in using the bathroom. No, I meant P as in like puppy law. Puppy lawyer, P-Law. Puppy lawyer, P-Law. It's short for puppy lawyer. Not urine. Not the urine lawyer. Not the piss my pants lawyer. Oh my goodness, you guys. So Brad, how's the is that called Iodine Chronicles? How's Iodine Chronicles going for you? Even though you've done 15 videos, I assume it's pretty good, but I don't watch all of them. I'm assuming you're enjoying it though. I don't hear a lot of portions where you're assessing your overall opinion of the game. So I just sort of take the fact that you're 15 videos in as a sign that you're enjoying it. It looks good, actually. And then I watched a few reviews about it, and it looks cool. I don't know if it's like a rush out and buy type of thing for me, but because I think I've got plenty of JR. Although you will probably be pleased to know that Yakuza Like a Dragon was on sale for like $12. So I bought it, and I have that now. So I don't know when I'm gonna play it. But I think I spent $17 and I got the Ultra Deluxe Emperor's Edition or whatever. I got the best one that's got all the shit in it, all the fancy shit for a few bucks more. So I don't have immediate plans to play it, but because it seemed like a really good deal and it is a game I plan to play at some point. And the fact that it's on Game Pass and I played it on Game Pass before also was a reason why I always felt like, I don't know. I have a hard time committing to Game Pass games because I don't want to stay subscribed to it. I don't think I like JRPGs as much as you do either, Brad. I mean, I like them. But, yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm like super like crazy, like, oh, they're my favorite. I just like them. They were one of my favorite genres when I was younger, but I didn't identify them as JRPGs. Like in the early Final Fantasies, they were just like computer role-playing games. And that was the best shit there was if you were into RPGs and you played video games. See, so no rush, but it's made by an independent studio, so for me that makes it makes trying to save money less important. Yeah, was it a crowdfunded game too? Like, it's just I want to say there's people that liked Suikoden helped make it happen, and so I could see where, yeah, you, if you're a fan of that, and it looks like they did it justice. They did a good job of it. That I could see the idea of wanting to be like, yeah, maybe I don't want to wait till it's 75% off. Like, I want to help the developer, encourage them to make another one, right? Star Wars Survivor just dropped on it. Yeah, Game Pass is it's tempting because I actually noticed that, Skull Sphinx. Star Wars Survivor. There's also, I think they got Manor Lords on there too, which is another game that I'm interested in. Although I think I'm gonna wait on Manor Lords. It sounds like it's pretty cool already, but it's really rough. It's very unfinished. So that might be one I'm gonna let that stay in the oven for another couple years and see where it's at. It was crowdfunded and they got 3 million from zero. Oh, accidental enter. They got 3 million from Kickstarter. Well, that was a tiny fraction of their budget. Oh yeah, all told. I mean, the game looks like it's got fairly good production values. I don't know. It looks like a well-made game. It doesn't look like a cheap, you know. But so yeah, the only game I'm trying to think if I played anything else this week aside from Trails in the Sky. I don't think I did. I bought the Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, because that was super cheap. Just in case, I don't know if I'll have time, but just in case I'm free on the May 4th to do a Star Wars stream. And that's what I streamed last year. I did on May the 4th too. I streamed that Lego Star Wars game. It's kind of fun. I want to say it was like $12. And then again, we're like $12 and then like if you pay $3 or $4 more bucks, you get like, you can get the deluxe edition that has every DLC they've ever put out for it. Lego Star Wars. Yeah, I mean it's basically the same formula as all their other ones. It's $12.49. $12.49 for the base game, and $17.49 for the Galactic Edition. So, although over the years they have evolved a little bit, they got, you know, I think they've gotten better at, like, I don't know, better. I don't know if bigger is not always better, but I know what little I played of it, I was pretty impressed with it. I have a few of the Lego games. I've never really played one to completion, but I have enjoyed them. I think the one that I played the most is there was a Lord of the Rings one. And I played that a bit. And got to a certain point, it's like, at a certain point, I'm like, okay, that's enough. But still fun. Alright, let me put the Millie picture down. Millie, but I'll keep this one. Look at her though, look at her in the window. Oh, look at Millie in the daisy field. Oh, Millie in the forest. Millie, murderous Millie. This is a good picture though. This is me. It's like, hey, it's a man and his dog in nature. I feel like I look rugged I like where I'm going out. I'm out in the woods. I'm out in the woods with my hunting dog. Yeah, she does look like deranged. She looks like extremely hostile in that picture, though. Anyways. Oh, dude, did I finish this? No. I got my Taco Bell today. So, which I already finished, but there's still a little Sprite left. No, I wasn't wearing the Under Armour hat. Which one was it? 13? I just wear it. This is my regular hair. But you can't see the top of my head. I feel like I was making a funny face at the time the picture was taken. But, yeah, just me and my hair. And my rain slicker. Looking down lovingly at my dog. I look nice, unlike that mean dog. But she looks cuter in this one, doesn't she? Let's see. That's kind of cute. She looks a little more like that bright-eyed, curious puppy in nature. Like, hey, I'm on an adventure. Look, you know? It still looks like she's about to bite someone. I mean, she does have a biting problem, but not in these pictures. The biting usually happens is when either you're cuddling and she's licking you, and then it'll kind of like evolve into gentle bites that then evolve into more spirited bites. Or it's like she's playing, but she'll start getting like, hey, yeah, like I'm gonna get you, but it's like with her teeth, and they hurt. But yeah, I'll admit that she does look a little crazy in that one, doesn't she? It's like a horror movie. It looks like the cover of a horror movie. It's just called like, just make a horror movie called Dog. It's just like, you never know. You never know when it'll strike. Dog. All right. A Cujo, but cuter. Let's see. And then even this one, it looks kind of cute, but then it's also suggestive that she ate Chauncey, which she didn't. She didn't do. But there's this suggestion for the fact that she's got one of Chauncey's tail feathers sticking out of her mouth, that she's actually just finished devouring Chauncey. Good times. No, she didn't eat Chauncey. All right, just to, well, I don't know if Chauncey will come out, but let me see, to put your mind at ease. Let me see if I can get Chauncey out here. Hey, Chauncey, you want to come? You probably don't want to come on live stream. No, okay. Alright, here, I'm gonna cover you up. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, I know. Alright, that was a no-go. That was, That was definitely a no-go. Chauncey was, she was, I think she was sleeping. And when I went over there, when she's sleeping and when it's like she's out of it, she's like out. And I think she's getting a little bit blind too. So she's a little out of it, and she just knows that like someone is approaching her and someone's nearby, and she's like, what the hell is going on? She got really like, you know, she got a little crazy. Oh yeah, Cujo is Cujo. Yeah. Well, Chauncey's not dead. No, Chauncey, she's right back there, but she gave me a bunch of attitude. When I tried to get her, she's hissing at me. And Chauncey and I are getting along fine. It's not that like Chauncey just like doesn't like me or anything anymore. Literally, it's that she was out of it and like, what the fuck's going on? And she just like gets weird. Because I still been giving her. That's the big thing I've been doing with Millie the last few days is like trying to teach Millie that it's okay. It's okay to like for me to be friends with Chauncey. It doesn't mean that I like Millie any less. And because I give Chauncey nuts, and I'll be like, all right, get a little handful of nuts. And I go, okay, Millie, you get a nut, and I'm going to give a nut to Chauncey. And when I'm giving the nut, and then Chauncey's eating the nut, and Millie's like flipping out. I'm surprised Chauncey's so calm. Because Chauncey has a tendency to overreact to shit. But Millie will be like jumping up, like yipping and all this stuff. Like, and Chauncey's cage is kind of high up. But she'll be jumping up and yipping, and Chauncey would just be like looking down like, what's that little thing doing? I thought she'd be more scared. She's not. Chauncey dead? Okay, you just gotta put the parentheticals in there. Chauncey dead. Like a second-class citizen compared to the puppy. Well, let's be real. Chauncey, like, you know, dogs and cockatiels are kind of on a different level in terms of the way you can interact with them. Like, you can't play fetch with Chauncey. Millie's all into the fetch, you know? I can't teach Chauncey to sit and, like, where I give her a treat. If Chauncey's got something in her mouth that I don't want her to have, I can't tell Chauncey drop it. And Chauncey will be like, okay. Millie mostly doesn't say okay either, but she at least knows. She understands. We have a transactional relationship sometimes. I'll hold up the treat and I'll be like, can you drop that? And then she'll go, she'll drop the thing and then she'll take the treat. It's funny though, she knows that transaction. So we're on a walk sometimes and she'll start to pick something up and I'll be like, leave it. And then she'll drop it and then we'll take a few more steps and then she'll look up at me like, where's my treat? I dropped the thing. I had the other thing in my mouth and I got rid of it. So what are you going to put in my mouth to make up for it? So, but she's fun. Those little things are fun. Like she doesn't like all the stairs because we're on the 3rd floor. She doesn't like going up or down the stairs. And so that's like part of the walk now is when we leave, and I don't think she's going to need it much longer because now when we go on a walk, she's all excited and she like zooms down the stairs. But when we get to the bottom of the stairs, she stops and she looks up and she's like, treat? And it's like, okay, because that's how I originally got her to leave the house and go down the stairs when she didn't want to. I'd be like, here's the treat, and she'd follow the treat down. And then she'd keep wanting treat, and I'd be like, okay, no, when we get all the way down to the bottom, you'll get your treat. And then we get down to the bottom, and now it's like, she zooms down the stairs and then stops, and she's like, treat? She's like, I earned the treat. But then she's even more hesitant to go back up the stairs. And so it's only recently, even with like treats, she's like weird, like she doesn't want to go up the stairs. I think it's those stairs where there's like the open between the slats and she can see the drop or the space underneath between the slats, and she's right there at like puppy level so she can see them when she's climbing, and I think it freaks her out. So but yeah, Chauncey, ladies and gentlemen, she's a good girl. We got a bunch of different names for her. So, oh, and it turns out, Brad, my wife said to say hi before my stream started, and she said tell Bradley Bradford that I said hi. And then she said to make a point to say that just like Millie, she has a bunch of different names for Brad. It's always a first name, a middle initial, and a last name, but it's all variations on Brad because that's, you know. So this time it was Bradley Bradford. Tell Bradley Bradford I said hi. Although she does know the last name Pritchard. I'm pretty sure because I frequently refer to internet celebrity Brad Pritchard. All right. Let's get over to this game, shall we? More now in Trails in the Sky, I'm not quite a couple years ago when I played it, I got a little bit far into it. I'm getting close to where I was before, but I'm not quite there. But I'm in the same neck of the woods. So, I'm making some headway into this game. Especially because I got the Steam Deck. Like, literally, it's so nice to sit in my recliner and just, like, play a game like this on Steam Deck. It's, like, really chill. Alright. Let's get over here. Get that game launched. on the recliner with your dog away from Chauncey. It's true. No, and I definitely would not have Chauncey out of the... I brought Chauncey out of the cage once or twice. Since we've had Millie, like in the presence of Millie. And the thing that I'm worried about is sometimes Chauncey gets spooked and she's not a good flyer. So what she'll do if she gets spooked and flies, she'll just kind of like crash land. And if she crash lands in front of Millie, I'm fairly certain Chauncey will not be much longer for this world. And it'll just be Millie acting on instinct. I have a feeling Millie would just fucking go for it and eat Chauncey. I don't know for sure. She could surprise me, but I feel like she's gonna eat Chauncey if Chauncey crash lands in front of Millie on the ground. The Chauncey's gonna get eaten. It's got pretty embarrassing for a bird to be a bad flyer. I think cockatiels are notoriously like not good flyers. Some breeds just aren't. And especially when they're a breed that, you know, well, and when we lived in LA, we let her and her, at the time, her mate that we had initially, we let them completely free in the apartment. And they would fly a little bit. But they weren't really good at it. Compared to, like, we had parakeets a few years before that, and we let those guys out in the apartment. And they were like little wizards, just like zooming around all over the place. They were crazy good at flying. But usually, like if Chauncey flew, she would fly in circles and like try to figure out where she was going to land. And it was almost like, okay, I'm going to land there. But like she'd fly in circles until she was ready to do it. It's like, okay, gonna land. Okay, go. And then she'd usually kind of crash a little bit near where she meant to go. So I don't know if it was embarrassing to be a bad flyer, though. Oh, I think this might be... I'm on this road, and there's supposed to be a tough monster somewhere on this road. I don't know if this is it, though. But I haven't seen this monster before. Oh, no, 320? Nah, it's not a tough monster. And then there's this turbo mode, which is pretty cool. Oh, it exploded.
We're good to go.
How hurt were we? Ooh. All right, my main dude, he's hurt. He's a hurtin'. Get a little heal spell in. All right. And I've already passed the objective. Let me see. So the place that I need to go right now is the Ravenna mine, or the Ravenna mine. But it says somewhere along this road is a creature or a bounty for. And I just realized that the quests do expire. Like, I didn't think they would. And I did the main story quest thinking, oh, I'll just wait. Hopefully the main story quest will take me to these places where I have some of these other quests. But I think the main story quest, when you complete the next steps in the main story quest, certain other quests of like the side quests will just expire. Like, because you're a little bit, you're in this organization where you just pick up jobs. They're kind of like, it's like you're the Witcher. Like, you just get jobs to, oh, go kill this monster or whatever. It's sort of side stuff, right? Because that's what your organization does. So I decided there's a monster on this road, and I'm going to find that monster. And basically just kill everything along the way. Although that exploding bit, that's troubling. Alright, we're going to do a dual strike. It's making me a little nervous. I don't like that they explode. Ooh. Alright, that hurt. Alright, why don't we do this? He's just gonna do an art instead. Maybe everyone stay away from this thing and just kill it with magic from a distance. And I think she's got a whip. She can do it she can stay a little bit distant. I don't like that they explode like Chauncey did in Millie's mouth. Are you saying just because I got a picture of my puppy sitting in her bed with one of Chauncey's tail feathers coming out of her mouth, that means Chauncey exploded in Millie's mouth? No. It's not. I don't think so. Oh, miss! I don't care for that. Oh no, now it's gonna get close to us. Oh, it's preparing to use its art. Alright, that's what we're gonna do. He's just gonna heal himself. And then the other two are gonna do their distance thing. Oh no, it's gonna do its art now. Shit, I should have had him attack it. No! Oh, that wasn't so bad. There's a lot of build up for nothing. Alright, we didn't get hit by the explosion that time. Now that you have a structured approach to evidence, it's what you believe. Oh no, Brad. Did I give you the tools with which to defeat me and my nefarious secret plans and agendas? You're like, now that I have a structured approach to evidence, I'm not falling for your deceptions anymore. Hey, Brad, remember last time you said if I snuck up behind a thing, I would earn your respect? I've done it like twice now during this stream. Are you impressed? Like you said you would be? Here, finish it off. Oh, you're very impressed and respectful. Oh no. Why, you're really caught up on this whole bird murder situation. Let's see. Do we got a single attack? Oh, that cancels. That's an area attack. I wonder how much damage this one does. I think the main advantage of this thing is it's supposed to shut down their special attacks. If they are like preparing to cast a spell, which he's not. I could have done that with the other ones. Ah, miss. Okay. So that doesn't help. Let's do a little dual strike. And can she reach it? Yes, to finish it off. And Let's see. Let's see this one. What? Miss? Okay, maybe it's like just... It's only to interrupt. Because she doesn't usually miss. Alright, we'll do another dual strike. Estelle's gonna pop in there, finish it off. And then I think these two can just, between them, take it out. Alright, I think he's gonna need to do another dual strike, though.
That's that then. Let's move out.
So where is this thing I'm looking for? The West Bose Monster. Or Bose? I don't know what it is. A ferocious monster known as a thunderquake has been spotted roving the West Boise Highway. That's what I'm on right now. This is the West Boise Highway. Yeah, alright. I don't think I could have missed it. Oh, God, that's it. Alright. Time for a little savey poo in case I need to save scum. Which I'm not too ashamed to do. Alright. We need to do a heal. Let's do a heal. And we'll top everybody off. Let's see. We'll do... Estelle's got that. Heal everyone at once spell. Alright. I go behind it. Exterminate. How much damage is it? 1,800? Let's see. Let's, temporary wind barrier. How long do these temporary spells last? I feel like that these things run out real quick. Clock up. Let's do a firebolt. Okay. I couldn't see my stream on the YouTube studio, and I thought I was getting a warning about no data. You don't think telling a dog to be a good dog works? All I know is when I say the good girl to Millie now, she thinks it means it's time. Like, it's just what I say when she gets a treat. And so now, if I just tell her good girl in any context, she'll be like, treat? Like, alright, whatever I did, pay up. You wouldn't say that if I didn't earn it. It's very transactional, that one. Alright, who's up? Alright, he's up. I think I was going to do clock up with him, too. Don't like that. Oh, no. No, I don't care for it. Alright, so he's got a speed buff. I want to pay attention to how quick these things end. She's got the speed buff. And she's just doing an attack spell. Oh, that was not bad. I don't know if it's a lot more than she would do with her whip, though. Florence calls the dog a good dog constantly. It got meaningless after about 6 hours of dog ownership. Well, you know, those words don't mean anything to the dog inherently. So, it's just like, it's not like the dog was like, oh, I know what they mean by good dog. And then you say it too much and they're like, oh, now I don't know what it means. I think the only thing that does matter is if you use it consistently. And if you mean it to do a certain thing. A lot of times it's just something like, I've just tried to make it like an affirmation. That she knows that I approve. And it doesn't necessarily mean she's going to get a treat. But I try to use it whenever she does something that, like, I approve of. I'll say good girl. And if she does something bad, I do not say good girl. You don't think our Florence is remotely consistent? Does her dog, want to be an asshole? It's hard to. It's really, and then to a certain degree, like, I think dogs, like especially puppies, to a certain degree, it's like no matter what you do, they're still going to be a little difficult to deal with, and not always behave well, and not always be in control of themselves, and especially early on because they don't know jack shit, and so they don't, they haven't learned anything. So they don't even know half the time why, if you don't like something that they're doing, they don't always know exactly what they did that you don't like, or what you want them to do instead. Like there's and I think the longer you have a dog, the more they learn that stuff. But there's a whole lot of them not knowing. Just like, I think Millie's like a good dog, It sounds like your dog's probably like a well-meaning dog. They just don't know, because a lot of what our interests are, the things that we want them to do and not do, are not necessarily natural to them, right? Like where to poo or where to pee or where to do this, eat that, don't eat that. It's like their instinct is just sort of like, hey, I smell this thing. I think it would be good in my mouth. I'm going to chew it now or whatever. I'm going to take a crap. I'm going to do it over there. That spot looks good. I'm going to go, what do you mean don't do it? It's on the carpet. What does that mean? Well, where should I do it? All right. So that got 140. She needs to do a heal. She needs to do a group heal. Because they got hurt pretty bad. And she should just see what an attack does with a crit. Did she just step out of the healing radius? Certainly hope not. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, don't like that. Oh god, thank you. I got all three of them. Good. You like the song? I like this dog, but man, P-Law, I like cats way better. I like cats too. I think I like them for different reasons. Like cats are a lot more self-sufficient a lot of the time. Although I know, Brad, your cats do dumb shit. Like you're chasing, like scratching your curtains. I know I've heard you having cats acting up in your place too. But I kind of like the way, especially a dog, once it really gets to know you and know, like, you get to know it, and sort of how to communicate with it, and I think that the level of interaction and relationship you have with a dog is just there's just not a lot more to it than you have with a cat. And I love cats too. And in fact, a lot of reasons I like cats is because they do seem to they are a little more aloof, which sometimes I appreciate that. The dog is better not waking you up at night than Nana, but Nana just really misses you a lot. Well, that's kind of sweet. I'm paying attention to who the hell is up right now. Oh, he is. Alright. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have him dual strike again. And I'm gonna have her attack. And then I'm gonna have them use their special things, which they don't. It doesn't even need to be their turn to use it. These their special attacks.
Here I come.
348. All right. And she's all loaded and ready to go. Let's have her do her sadist whip.
Someone's been naughty.
Look at that tight zoom on the cleavage. Someone's been naughty. Alright, that did some damage though. Yeah! Do I know what button to press for special attack? Yeah, it's just like, you just move it over. You just press left, and it'll go over there. So, their thing is, there is no button for it. It's just, you navigate over like you select any ability. Although, let's see. Let's have him do... How much health does this thing get? 356? Alright, I think it... she needs to heal everybody. Ooh, she can't reach him. Oh well, still worth it. World Shaker. No, Is anyone down? She's down. Wow. Alright. Do I have something to revive? The potluck in a shell. I just don't want her to miss out on the experience, but I might have just fucked myself. Alright, let's see if he can close the deal with his special attack.
Let's do this!
Is it still up? Oh, thank God. Okay. 86 points of damage. No, I don't trust her to finish this. Let's see if we can get that. Damn it. Okay. Let's see if we can finish it off. Please hit. Please hit. Alright, good.
Oh, are we done already?
Things are going pretty well for a while, but now you're getting murdered like Chauncey. We're still up. We're still up. Chauncey wasn't murdered. Hey, we got it. Wait. That's a typo. We're on the West Bosie Highway. Alright. It's like, I know what you meant, game. But we're not on the East Bosie Highway. Alright. Let's get a couple of these heals in, shall we? I think one more. Yeah, that's about good. Alright. And, now we just head back. That was quite the excursion. Oh, I'm just gonna slip by these guys. I took quite the detour. Alright, the Revenue Trail. That's where we're going. I'm just gonna run by all these guys. Because I overshot my destination in order to hunt down that... You know what? I should turn that quest in, though. Otherwise, it's gonna expire. Luckily, if you don't want to fight everything, it's relatively easy to avoid most of the wandering monsters out here. There we go. All right. West Bosie Monster. No, Mike! Chauncey did not get murdered. Here. I'll show you what Brad's talking about. Why Brad is making these wild allegations. And it's because I was showing pictures of my bird Chauncey. And let me see. Well, first off, we did point out that in a number of the pictures, Chauncey did look like, or Millie, my dog, did look like she had murder in her eyes. Even though a lot of times she's cute, but she's still, there's a little bit of murder in her eyes in that picture. And that's a cute one. Definitely no murder there. That's when she was younger. But this, yeah. And then I showed this picture of my dog sitting in her bed, very happily chewing on one of my bird Chauncey's feathers. And I had to point out that she found the feather. It's a big tail feather. She found the feather on the ground and then ran back happy as a clam, went into her bed, and just sat there chewing on the feather like it was the greatest thing she'd ever found. Somehow Brad has equated this to my dog ate my bird, which it didn't happen. Even though I cannot produce the bird right now, because the bird's late and the bird is crabby. I tried, but the bird wouldn't let me. But it's not like when someone murders their family and they're like, oh, they're out of town right now. It's not like I'm just making it up and that Chauncey actually got ate by the bird. You know? Brad is assuming the worst. That's all I'm saying. Although I will admit, that looks like a dog. That looks like a dog with murder on its mind. How you doing, Mike? No, she didn't. She didn't. No, it didn't happen. Brad's he's jumping to conclusions. Yeah, that's what I try to tell Millie, because Millie doesn't know what to make of Chauncey, and Millie gets jealous and or upset when I hand feed Chauncey treats. So I've been trying to teach Millie that it's okay, that they don't have to compete. And so I'll get like a little hand of cashews, which is Chauncey's favorite treat. And they're these cheap cashews that I won't eat. They're not good quality, but I take a handful and I give a little bit to Millie, and then I give some to Chauncey. And then Millie freaks out that I'm feeding Chauncey a nut. She gets jealous and jumps up and screams and whines. And so then I go, it's okay, Millie. And then I give Millie another nut, and then I give Chauncey a nut. And I'm hoping she'll learn. And I tell Millie, Chauncey's a nice old lady. Because Chauncey's like 15 years old now. That's old for a bird. I go, Chauncey's a nice old lady. You should be nice to Chauncey. Not like coconut cashews? No, those are some premium cashews. I gave them a nut, Brad. All right. Why's it gotta be dirty, Brad? And then you call me P-Law, P-E-E? Jeesh. Everywhere I turn, it's just turning filthy in this stream. A P stream. Sorry. Kind of like how your cat is with your grandson. It looks at him like, so is he food or why is he here? Yeah. Well, Millie is, that's one of the problems we have with Millie. Millie's our well, it's been about 6 weeks now, but it still feels new. and she's still kind of learning how to dog and how to puppy. And she's in the last few weeks, she has been finally able to like socialize with other dogs, like getting along and playing with other dogs. It took a while for her to get up to that point. She's still like super timid at first when she meets dogs, and can get like kind of defensive sometimes. Mostly she's just sort of cautious and like hides behind me and stuff. But even when she's made friends with the other dogs and they're playing, if the other dog comes up to me to like get to sniff me and get pets, like if I pet, and it's not that like the dog's coming to attack me, it's literally if the dog comes up and I pet the other dog, like, hey dear, how you doing, boy, or whatever, and Millie sees it, Millie's all up in that shit. She's in there, she got her pointy wolf herding nose, she just jumps in there, pushes the other dog out of the way, gives it a snap, like snaps and draws at it and growls at it, makes it go away. And I'm like, damn, Millie, it's like, it's okay for me to pet other dogs. Like, you don't need to be jealous, Jesus. So I think it's the same thing when she sees me giving treats to Chauncey and talking like, hey Chauncey, here you go, sweet girl, have a cashew. I didn't say have a nut. See, I did it different that time, Brad. Yeah, Brad's mind was in the gutter tonight. Huh. Alright, good work. Looks like you managed to achieve your objective. Come back again if you have anything else to report. Do I have anything else to report? Nothing to report. No. Okay. That would be a rolled up newspaper on the butt. Wait, where's the, I need to go this way. Should I figure this shit out now? I think I already did this. It's, the whole magic system is a little bit, takes a bit of planning. Breath, appointments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 2, 3. The reason I'm counting these is because you can see the different combinations of colors in those slots. If you do them in the right order, it'll open up new spells for you. But you have to have unique spells for each one. So for example, with this, if I got blue, the water gems, if I have 5, I can do Aqua Bleed. Or just 1, I can do Aqua Bleed. But if I manage to get 5, I can do Blue Impact, which is like I guess a more stronger spell. If I get 4 blues, 2 greens, and 1 gold, then I get to do an area attack. Now, right now, none of those slots can go higher than 5. I think they get better ones later where they can fit more gems in them. So I can't even get that right now. Not the nose, though. Don't understand why people think hitting an animal in the face is okay. Yeah, like a rolled up newspaper in the face? That doesn't sound right. It sounds like traumatizing. I mean, the way it is now, things are way different now than the last time I had a dog or raised a dog. It was in like the 80s and 90s. Things are a lot different right now. Like, I'd be afraid, because it used to be if you rolled up like a newspaper or something that just made a noise but didn't actually hurt, but it would just like startle them, like that was okay. That was considered acceptable. But I feel like at this point, there are people to be like, oh, they'll call like animal control or something if you do that, or it's animal cruelty. Like, it seems like everything is like, I don't know, like the rawhide, we can't give them rawhide anymore because it turns out like they can't digest it, so they end up needing surgery to get it removed from their stomach. All this crazy shit. I was like, damn, every dog had rawhide when I was growing up. And then the thing about like outdoor dogs. It seems like it's not a thing anymore. For the most part. Like, my dog I grew up with, it was mostly the same breed as this one. It was like, that dog lived outside. And then, you know, for like an hour a day, you'd let it in. Like when my dad came home, we'd let the dog in, and then the family would hang out in the living room before dinner, and the dog would be in the house hanging out with us during that like family hour. Are dangerously close to an old man yelling at cloud territory? What do you mean I want to hit your dog? No, I don't want to hit my dog, but I just remember it was like a lot, like, it seemed like that was acceptable, and I feel like that sort of thing is maybe like not acceptable now. But I don't know what all the changes are. Like things that were considered normal things to do with dogs that now are like not, like, oh no, you should never like swap them with something that won't hurt them because it's traumatizing, like violence or whatever. It's like, I don't know. But at the same time, I know people that they buy like shock collars and all this other shit. So I don't know what the protocols are at this point. Average dog has the intelligence of a 3-year-old human. You wouldn't hit a toddler in the face. Just an open hand smack on the popo. I can feed them my pet bird, apparently. Not that. I don't think that was ever acceptable, Brad. Shadow Spear. If I get 5... Well, I don't think I can even do 5 different quartzes. Action. How many quartzes in a row are there? 3 is the most. 3. I'm not even gonna figure this shit out. This is not a thing for me to figure out during a live stream. I can't get it. And I think I sort of optimized as much as I could the gems I had, but now that I have more resources, I was like, maybe I'll revisit it. I simply cannot have the sort of focus that I need to figure that shit out right now. A toddler might try to eat a bird. That's right. The chicken nuggets are awesome. I'm hungry again. All I had for dinner was a smoothie. It was one of my Huel. It was Huel, Brad. I had a Huel smoothie for dinner. Oh, I'm skipping all those guys. You'd rather eat a pet bird? No, it was good. I used my strawberry Huel powder. It was delicious. And of course I did, wait, I'm not even going the right path. All that, and I was going down the wrong path. As I was talking about how I couldn't focus enough to plan my character's magical setup. Turns out I couldn't even figure out which fucking block to walk out of. Alright. There we go. The West Highway. That's where I needed to go. I just did this big detour back to town just to turn that quest in, because I'm paranoid about them expiring after 2 of my... Damn it! A surprise attack. It's a surprise against me. You son of a bitch. Oh, while I was in town, I should have stayed at the inn, too. Anyway, never mind. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Yeah. Alright. I think we can do an area. Oh, she doesn't have enough things. Enough those bonus points yet. Alright. Craft. We're gonna do an area of attack for them. There we go. I mean, that was nice. Wow, they're really beating the tar out of him. God, leave the poor kid alone. Let's see. Can she do a... Yeah, let's finish that guy off. 103. Oh, miss. I don't care for that. One short of killing it. What an asshole. Never gonna give you up. Thank you, UB7. Although I'm at an advantage that I literally just saw that. I literally just saw that meme like yesterday, so. And hello, Mega EV7. You know what we say about Mega's EV7. Not the best EV, but not terrible either.
Seems you came up short.
I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen you. Well, like not super long, but maybe a few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, something. How you been? All right, we need to do some healing now. Lot here. Are you on a vacation? All right, cool. Where'd you go on vacation? Those fists never going to give you up. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's do another one. I'm still near town, though, aren't I? You know what? I'm going to go back to the town and go to the inn. I've used a lot of my magic power, my magic points. And those things don't regenerate on their own. Back in the olden days in RPGs, things didn't just regenerate. You either had to use potions or you had to go rest at the inn. That's when I was growing up how it was. You kids have it so easy today. You can't even hit your dog anymore, for Christ's sake. Okay. That's enough of the old man voice. You grew up with that too, the potion in the inn thing? Yeah. Well, that was like the Elder Scrolls games where I specifically know I saw that shift happen. Where like I think that in Morrowind you didn't auto regenerate. You had to sleep. You could regenerate by sleeping or taking potions. Or if you choose a certain perk, you wouldn't even regenerate by sleeping, I don't think. And then I want to say by Oblivion, that shit just started regenerating. Like, you just walk around for a minute and it would come back. Maybe Skyrim, I can't remember. One of them, though, they made a like pretty decided shift. All right. Wait, are we at this event? Yeah, this is weird. Uh-oh, who's this? Red-haired guy. Oh. Sherazard, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak. Right back at you. Though I thought you were in the Royal City. But are you here to look into the airliner incident? An airliner has disappeared that had Estelle and what's his name's dad on it. What's his name? This is a kid with the dark hair. I can't remember at the moment. Randy? We'll call him Randy for the moment. That's not his name. Estelle and Randy's dad. No, I'm here on some chump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you got to say? I'm sure you heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right? Cassius Bright taken hostage? Don't make me laugh. That old man's not going to get beaten by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I'd like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is. I bet he's another bracer from like another branch. I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer. Joshua, that's his name, not Randy. Yes, Mikey L. EL Gamer pointing out the importance of proper grammar to convey, you know, those fists never go to give you up. By the way, who are those brats you got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Well, I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids. Whoa, yeah, that's a surprise, all right. So these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it. Why are you looking at us like that? This boy with the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter? Oh, she can be pissed now. You want to try saying that again with my staff in your teeth? She's the bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I had to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. And I'm just his adopted son. Is that a fact? Oh well, it doesn't really matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Take it easy, Sherazard. And be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yeah, and make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself either. I'll keep those words in mind. Off he goes. What's with that guy? He really pisses me off. I see, so that was heavy blade agate? What are those things? Agate? An agate? I think it's an agate, right? You know, Brad, if it's agate? Mike, you know lots of shit. Is it agate? Or agate? Agate. Agate. Heavy blade agate? What a stupid name. Especially the way I say it. Agate Krosner, Senior Bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing monsters in two with a single slash. It's not agate? It's the first one. I don't remember. Was it agate? Was that the first one that I said? I said so many, and then I forgot what order I said them in. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is. He's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in his past I can't go into. And those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father. Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's hurry to Revenue Village. Agate. This is pronounced like, a very unacceptable word for a homosexual man, but with the F. Okay. Got it. Okay, so that was the first thing that I said. Well, not with the F, but, you know. It's a very interesting way of very accurately describing, like, making it very clear exactly how it's supposed to be said. Without, that's what I meant, yeah. No, I got that. Alright, how much health does this thing got? Oh, we can take this thing down, no problem. Oh. We don't do a ton of damage to this thing. Ow, and she missed. Uh-oh, what's it gonna do to us? Oh, it stole our health. What a bitch. Okay. Ooh, this thing is tough. It's back at full health again. Yeah, like, actually, yeah. Brad's one is better. Yeah. Let's do a double attack on this guy. And okay. And maybe this can keep it from healing. Oh, that killed it. Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, are we done already?
Alright, this should be an easy one. We're just gonna speed through this one. Alright, just a bunch of basic attacks took it out. Alright, so I don't know, Brad. This is a pretty I will grant though that the example that Mike chose is a pretty volatile word. But he didn't say it. But you know. Oh no! These guys, there are two of these things now, and they heal themselves? Oh, bullshit, dude. Okay. Let's dual strike this asshole. Oh, it's gonna heal himself. And they do so much damage! You bitch! Alright, Estelle finished that guy off. No! Shit! I didn't... She automatically chose the guy right next to her. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Now he's really hurt. Can you finish it? Okay, let's do a double attack on this thing. These guys are tough. And they don't go down. Alright, there, that did it. So you get for telling Estelle to finish that guy off? Just refer to this thing from my mind, Brad. That connotation. Ah, I feel like a filthy person. Like, I mean, now you point that out. What kind of sicko am I? No, let's go do more heal. Do more heal. Alright. Any chance we can finish this off? Dual strike. And let's do that bind whip thing. Bind whip. Nice.
Seems you came up short.
You'd think I'd think of the word maggot since it was in the military. Oddly, never once was called, nor have I ever heard someone get called that. Maggot? Huh. Wait, am I going the right way? Yeah, okay. I suddenly was worried I got turned around. Hey, we made it. What a peaceful village. So this is Revenue Village, huh? It sure is a peaceful place. That's just exactly what I just said. Look, there's an orchard. The village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. I've heard there's an old abandoned septium mine in the north. You seem to know a lot about the place. Have you been here before? Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner. Why? An airliner would have been so much more convenient. Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the 5 major cities. If you get used to their convenience, your attention won't reach the other places. You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. It's pretty much the way your father recommended me to go about my training. Dad really said that? There's certainly the possibility that if an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you could end up getting there too late. Also, it'd be pretty advantageous to know the geography when chasing a criminal. That's true. Hee hee. That's exactly right. Well, be that as it may, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So what do you suggest? Should we just go talk to all the villagers? People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden. I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. That reminds me. Well, not that, but I'm getting snacky. And, yeah, I'm gonna be right back. right. Sorry, I went out and then Millie wagged her tail at me and looked super happy to see me. So I had to say hi to Millie. I said hi to my wife. Let me see. Final Fantasy Pixel remasters. Oh, that's a lot of gaming content. The Final Fantasy games. So there are people that still enjoy playing them from the very beginning, but since they're not like sequels to each other, I would start somewhere around 4, probably 4 or 6. Oh, Final Fantasy Origin Stranger Paradise. I've heard that one's not bad. It's basically a Devil May Cry game in a Final Fantasy skin. And you don't like the MC that much. Yeah, it doesn't sound like my thing so much. I even having trouble with like the more recent Final Fantasies for being too action-packed. Like Final Fantasy 15, that was my main problem, but I never finished it. It's sort of on my to-do list. It actually plays really well on the Steam Deck, so I might do it on there. But yeah. Final Fantasy 4 is a good start. The thing is, I know that was Final Fantasy 2 in the States, and I never played it, but I bought it like way after the fact. I have it on Steam now, and I think I have it on my iPhone too, Final Fantasy 4. And it's pretty good. I think Final Fantasy 6, which was Final Fantasy 3 in the US when it came out, I think Final Fantasy 6 is like when they really upped their game. But it still looked like the old style graphics. But I felt like there was just a lot. There was a lot of story and a lot going on. But when I was playing Final Fantasy 4, I thought it was a good game, and it felt like a very classic fantasy story and heroes and villains and kind of a cool thing. But I never got too far into it. So hey, look what I got. Now I will say that I had Twizzlers lately because we couldn't find red vines, and the Twizzlers were growing on me. But red vines will always be my first love. It's a brand new package. Final Fantasy 4 and 6 are your favorites. They're arguably the easiest games. I honestly can't remember how they compared. I played 7, and I thought 7 was amazing. I never beat 8, but there were mechanics about 8 that irritated me, that I didn't like. The magic system, for example, you had to collect like monster spirits or something in order to cast spells, and it was super tedious, and I just got over it real quick. Final Fantasy 9, I don't remember that being too hard. Final Fantasy 9 I really liked. Yeah, I don't know. The draw system isn't the biggest problem. Well, I think also the new version, like the releases they've done, lets you opt out of it, or maybe there's mods. Like I heard you can avoid it now. Hello, Chevy Guy. You prefer cherry flavored Twizzlers over red vines, but red vines are good. So yeah, I can respect that, Chevy Guy. What we haven't here is a history of everyone, because basically Twizzlers is the more popular. It's like people east of the Rockies were raised with Twizzlers being the main thing that kids got, and east of the Rockies or west of the Rockies, I think red vines were more predominant. So I think it's just a matter of what you grew up eating, and then from my perspective, red vines was the main red licorice, and then at a certain point there was a marketing push for Twizzlers later, and Twizzlers seemed like this cheap knockoff to me. But what I've realized, like after having some Twizzlers, thinking like, no, I could see you really liking Twizzlers. And then when you try this, thinking this is weird. The texture's off. The flavor's just odd. Like it doesn't taste like it doesn't taste like cherry or strawberry or anything. It just tastes it's like I don't even know how to describe what it tastes like. But to me, it's red licorice. That's what red licorice tastes like. Finally have another Red Vine supporter. You're the first person. So not only you didn't have to say you liked it better. You just said you like Twizzlers better, but Red Vines are good too. Now, I respect that. Yeah, and that was a weird thing. Yeah, Evie, you did that video and you said it tastes like cinnamon. I never thought it tasted like cinnamon. It doesn't taste, to me, it doesn't taste like cinnamon, but it's its own flavor. I don't know what the flavor is. And to me, just like red licorice, this is the flavor of red licorice. Like, even if it wasn't Red Vines. If you go into like a candy shop and just get red licorice, this is what it tastes like. No, it doesn't say what it's supposed to taste like. I do love my Red Vines though. I didn't always like them, but then at a certain point when I was a kid, like older kid, like maybe 12, 13 and on, I started getting Red Vines when I go to theaters. So we got like popcorn and a candy, and I get popcorn and Red Vines. And I just started really liking Red Vines. It's like a Red Vine, but it's 2 feet long in these whole liquor stores. It looks like a rope. I'm not sure. And then the other thing I have, I'm not going to do a zoom for Brad, but we got the Costco Kirkland peanut butter pretzels, a giant barrel. Some good stuff right here. You could get a giant barrel of peanut butter pretzels. You give one to Chauncey if she weren't dead. I've been sharing these with Chauncey all week. Millie also likes them. They both enjoy them because they both satisfy the prerequisite of being alive. Chauncey, who is alive, enjoys peanut butter pretzels, and Millie, who is also alive, also enjoys peanut butter pretzels. Red Rope Vines. Was it the same menu, like was it the same company as Red Vines, just in a different form? It sounds very much like, for legal and branding purposes, it would have to be the same company. Okay. Yeah, same company. Okay. It's probably the exact same stuff, just in a slightly different form. Although one thing that I do like is at some of our local stores, they got bulk candy. There's a chain around here called shit, what's it called? Is it Winco? I think it's Winco. I think it's only in the Pacific Northwest. Or this region. It's like Wyoming, Idaho, Nevada, Colorado. Like Winco stands for the like a bunch of states up here that it's in. And they have, in their bulk candy section, they have strawberry licorice. And it's like the thick pieces of licorice, but they're the same texture as Red Vines, not like Twizzlers. Twizzlers are more like kind of like a wax. This has got a different texture that's different than Twizzlers. This is less smooth. Yeah, I don't remember there being Wincos in California when I lived there. But I think they spread down there. Because the C in Winco stands for Colorado. It's Washington, Idaho, Nevada, Colorado, Oregon. I think is what Winco. The weird raspberry, blackberry things? I don't know. Yep, but Winco's got like a shit ton of bulk items, so a bunch of different candies. And you can also get like oatmeal and, you know, whatever else, granola and barley and all sorts of, you know, beans and everything else. They have a whole section of the store that's just like a few aisles of bulk goods, which happens to feature a robust selection of candies as well. Winco made honey from local bees that they actually had in the store. Oh my god. There's a sign that said, "Do not lift lid, bees will escape." I wonder if the ones that we have around here have any of that. I know there's certain things like that that are just cool. They have things that other regular grocery stores don't have. I and my intrusive thoughts are no longer allowed in Winco. Mike EL, free your bees. Did you let the bees out, Mike? Coffee Faye. I don't know if I... Whole hazelnut caramel, hazelnut cream. That sounds familiar. I think I know what you're talking about. You do something else to get banned in Winco, Mike? Man, these are crazy. I need to stop. I just need to eat 2 more and then I'll stop. That's the problem. I always need to eat just 2 more. No, there's a lot, Brad. I'd be very... This is a big thing, too. I've already hit these things too hard. The whole purpose of this is to help mitigate my need to go in the kitchen to prepare food. While on the nights when Manda is pulling puppy duty, supervising the puppy. A nice ale to go with those pretzels. I'm sure for people like ale, that would be a great option. Just eat them all. You believe in me? I could probably do it. I just probably feel entirely awful and probably be fucked up for the next week. Probably pooping wrong, everything. Oh, I had my Taco Bell burritos. I didn't save any. Alright, remember how I said I was only gonna have 2 more? Having 2 more. Alright. You still look great. You love my hair tonight. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate that. Oh, very good. I can wash this down with some of my 9-hour-old flat Taco Bell Sprite that I didn't finish. I think I wore my Under Armour hat for our morning walk. I know, Brad. I didn't get the Baja Blast. But, okay, this is what happened. Randomly, my wife just bought Sprite last week. Like a 12-pack can of Sprite. And I hadn't had Sprite for like years. And she bought it on a whim. And then because we hadn't had it so long, we both became mildly obsessed with Sprite. Like, it was like, oh my god, I'd forgotten, like, I hadn't had this so long. This is really good. It's such a nice change. And so the last couple of times we've gone, like, she's got Taco Bell, I got Sprite instead because it's like something I rediscovered. Yeah, that's like, it's fine. Like, most of the time I don't think about Sprite. But literally, for some reason, because I hadn't had it in a long time, I had it for the first, and especially like I think the cans are often like the best way to have a soda because it's like the most pure experience of what that soda is supposed to taste like. I guess a glass bottle would be better, but there's not a lot of those going around. Tab and RC Cola, yeah, the classics. Oh, this is not good though. I think there was like ice in the bottom. Now it's flat and watered down. I better eat another red vine, huh? I've been drinking coffee? Wish I had more peanut butter pretzels back. Do I have my water here? Oh no. I do need to get my water. Or make sure that I have it because I don't want to be stumbling out in the dark while my wife's trying to sleep getting my water. I thought it was in here already. Alright. All right. I go into the bathroom a lot. Yeah, I'm sure having that problem, like if I drink too much soda. Although, that also could have just been me getting into my 40s. I'll just randomly, or maybe it's not random, but maybe so I drink a lot of water. I'll just randomly have like days where it's like, oh shit, I've been pissing a lot today. But it's not all the time. It's not every day or every night. But I do basically every night. Usually I have my one middle of the night pee. And that's it. But sometimes it's more. Last night I got up at 1:30 in the morning, had to pee. And then I woke up a little bit later. And I was like, oh, it's going to be almost time to wake up. Like, it's got to be, the sun got to be just around the corner. I looked at the time, it was 2:30. It's like, damn, it's been like 45 minutes. What the fuck? And I had to get up and pee. And then I slept the rest of the night. Yep, that's right, Sherry guy. 4 years and when the plumbing issues start occurring. And that's basically what prompted me to, because I used to, in my 20s and 30s, I used to drink a ton of soda. And that was one of the things that prompted me to start drinking water. And so I still do drink soda. It's not like I banned it from my diet. But I used to drink soda every day. And I never drank water. If I wasn't drinking soda, it'd be like juice or milk or, you know, whatever else. I'd drink a bunch of other stuff. But I never just drank water, which is like the purest form of hydration. Drinking just water is actually really good for you. And I always thought the water is like so unpleasant to drink. It's just like, and not only tastes like nothing, it tastes like water, which is like a negative. I got used to it. You rely on my weak bladder to get any views on your VODs? That's true, Brad. And you release like multiple a day, it seems like. So I'll get up for my first pee, and then lay back down, start a Brad video, go to sleep, and it seems like I wake up I pee again a couple hours later, and there's a new one. You put another one up. Maybe I'm remembering 2 a day. Okay. Until you finish it. Oh. You defended yourself against a mean customer. You need to add a smile. Oh, that's cringe, dude. You're almost doing your job right. You need to add a smile. That's cringe. So, and Brad, you're doing about an hour an episode, right? And I think you just put out your 15th. You're like 15 episodes in. So does that mean you're 15 hours in the game? Like you're literally recording all the gameplay, right? Okay. Smiled and socked into the ground. I kick him in the dick. All right. Looks like we got a lot of Eevee supporters in the chat this evening. For sure. Red vines, peanut butter pretzels. You laughed maniacally? Why did you laugh like that? Because it was funny. And he says, I'm funny, you're funny. Was it like meant to be sexist? Or was it they were complaining that you looked unpleasant? That seems like a sexist thing to say. Normally with that whole thing about, oh, you should smile, that seems sexist. Although, I'm trying to think. Ideally, I wouldn't be confrontational with a customer. I just try to avoid them after that. But laugh like a mad woman. I don't know if that's what any sane person would do, but it certainly sounds like it's what you did. I don't think the maniacal laughter is necessarily a routine go-to for all people. But I can agree that what he said was inappropriate, and making some sort of an indication of that back to him was probably not a terrible thing to do. You gonna now grab a box of some of them vines? Are you gonna get red vines, or do they have those red rope vines? All right, Chevy guy. I gotta say, I don't always have red vines, but I've been on a little bit of a kick lately. And the thing is, they're not in a lot of stores here don't have them, but they do. They are around. So that's why I've been having Twizzlers, because I basically have been like, if I want red vines and I go to a place and all they have is Twizzlers, I'm at a point now where I'm like, yeah, I'll get the Twizzlers, and then it kind of grew on me because I had Twizzlers, and I'm like, yeah, okay. As long as I don't go into them expecting them to be like red vines, I take them on their own terms. I started to like them. He's about to go out of business for disgusting so many people. I don't know about that, Brad. I'll smile, but only over your grave. I don't know. I think if it were me, my response would be a little more low key. Ideal response. You don't know sometimes in the moment when you're pissed off what you're gonna do. But I just would have been like, really? Like if someone said something like that to me, my response would just be to look them right in the eye and say, really? And then walk away. Oh, that's good. We just ended the conversation. The guy knows that I think he's a fucking ridiculous. And the conversation ended with one word. Bye. Not even bye. Just really. And that's it. That's good. I like that. That's what I would have said. But that's me. Everyone's got their own style. You want to know how I got these scars? All you people from east of the Rockies who hate red vines. It's weird. It's just so weird. And I don't know if it was just me on the West Coast. I don't remember many people eating Twizzlers when I was growing up. I know they were out there. Well, that probably just was me. Because I didn't like Twizzlers. I was raised on red vines. And then Twizzlers came out and I was like, that's not right. And I think people who were raised on Twizzlers have the same experience when they've been eating a bunch of Twizzlers and they try red vines. And they're like, what the hell? What is that supposed to be? What's that flavor supposed to be? A smile is a reaction to an action, and you ain't acting right. Now, I like, really? And then walking away. That's good. Or, they say the word, and you look them dead in the eye for about 3 seconds. And then you walk away without saying anything. And that's the kind of, that's like, would be more my style. That tells them, like, what you just said is not even worth responding to. Well, oh well. And then if they freak out, then you're the one, then you can't say that, like, they can't point to anything weird you did to, like, bitch to your manager about. Because that's the downside, is if you're in a workplace and someone acts inappropriately with you and you try to reciprocate, because you work there and you're working, especially like in a corporate, like, you know, Walmart, probably, it all depends on who you're working with, but they probably don't want their people like tit for tatting with the customers, ideally. They would sort of be like, whatever, we'd be a bunch of robots and just be like, nah, thank you, sir, or whatever. If someone's being really weird, I think they'd be like, sir, you need to, you know, whatever. Sure, let's keep this professional, whatever. One time a guy, I worked told my wife, hey, you're pretty good at that for a girl. She told him, thanks. So are you. Yeah, that kind of messed up thing to say. I mean, for the guy to say. Now, the only thing I remember doing when I was pissed is, like, at this one store, we had one of those signs that said, we reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. And if someone said something that really was like, I thought was fucked up, like, and it really got under my skin, I'd just point up at the sign and I'd say, you're done. And then they'd be all pissed off, fucked it up, whatever, and then they walk out. But that's like the real life thing that I can remember doing when someone, I don't even remember what they said, but I remember they were really rude. Like, I think I was checking an ID. And this guy was like, you fucking kidding me? And he took the ID out and he threw it. And it was like a fake, not fake, but it was like a paper ID, like a temporary. And he crumpled it up and he threw it down onto the counter. And I was just like, nah. You're going to have to go somewhere else. Well, the thing that sucked is it was just like, we were in a college community. This is by UCLA. So they were, the law enforcement was really strict about making sure you were checking IDs and not selling to minors, etc. And so there was a general, like, very strict rule, and a lot of places do this, that if you look under 40, we're going to check your ID. So sometimes you'll see a person, this guy is probably in his mid-30s, definitely looked over 21, didn't look 40. So it's like, this is the policy. And there are reasons for that policy. It's because they don't want you making judgment calls when maybe it could go either way, right? So let's define a very way past 21 age where, because sometimes there are people and they're like who are 30 that look super young, and sometimes there are people who are 20 that look a lot older than 20. But I think 40 is a safe distance for the most part, where you're not going to mistake a 40-year-old for a 19 or for 20-year-old, and vice versa, right? It's a nice safe buffer zone. So the fact that I was asking this guy to take his ID out, to go dig in, find his ID and take it out, when he knew and I knew, he definitely looked over 21. To him, it was just like, oh, this is fucking bullshit. It was bullshit inconvenience, and he couldn't be bothered, and so he got pissed. It's like, all right. I mean, I wasn't rude when I asked him. I just, hey, I'm gonna need to see your identification. He should have taken it as a compliment. Yeah. And then when Tijuana got shut down by a variety of women and smoked some meth. All right. No soup for you. No. You take being carded as a compliment? Yeah, I mean, at this point, I generally don't take my ID down anymore, because I don't think, well, maybe people would think I look under 40 and still check for that, but I don't think anyone is going to mistake me for being under 21 at this point. Like, or is going to think it's even possible I'm under 21, because it's not, I don't necessarily look, I don't look old for my age, but I got gray hair and shit all over the place. Like, I don't look like, hey, is that guy, is he 20? No one's asking that question. It's nice when you don't get carded. Yeah. Guess I think being asked if you do squats. People assume that my son is my brother as a compliment. There you go. Okay. Yeah, but if someone asks me for ID, my ID, I don't care. I mean, it's just one of those things, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, thanks, or whatever. Or whatever. I'll just be like, oh, yeah, okay, sure. And just show it to him. Because honestly, and that's the thing, too, is especially if you've worked retail or you've worked in that kind of environment, you know that they're just like there are different policies. They're not personal. They're not intended to fuck with you. They're just steps that people working at those places are asked to take. And usually there's a legitimate reason that they are asked to do those things. And it's not a big deal. And you just do it. You don't need to make a big deal out of it one way or the other. Oh, thank you. Or, do you think I'm young? You don't need to do anything. You just go, all right, here you go. Whatever. It's cool. Yeah, mitigating liability, for sure. And if you're going to react in any way, being a positive reaction is probably better. Like, yeah, hey, whoa, hey, wow, I look young, whatever. That's fun. Whatever, that's fine. That's positive. That's a positive interaction. But it's like, listen, you dumbass. How old do you think I look? You dumb piece of shit. Throwing down the car. It's like, dude. Right, man. Hey, it's just a policy. I think we even had a sign at the register saying, if you were born before this day in 19 whatever, like at this point it would be 2000. If you were born before this day in 2000, what would it be now? 2003. Be prepared to show your identification. So we had a sign flat out saying, if you look under 40, we're going to card you. It was facing them. So I almost would have thought it would be more insulting if you didn't ask them for it. Like if someone's 30 years old and there's a sign right in front of their face that says, if you look if you look if you don't look over 40, we're gonna card you, and then you don't card that person. That's when they should be pissed. I need to stop. Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry. I've already eaten half of this. This is not like a huge pack, but still, that's too much. And my controller's timed out. I wonder if it still even works. This game gets really weird about if you turn your Xbox controller on and off during the game. It almost becomes unstable. I need to restart. Yeah. In the mouth, save. Chat. Well. Exit. Relaunch. In 2 minutes, I'll be jumping on another one. No, that could totally happen. The only time you don't get carded is when you go a week without shaving. That's fair. It's harder to tell, unless. But you have like gray hairs in your beard. I know for me, I think like if I shaved my beard, because I have some grays in my hair, but they look more like, most of the time they just look like highlights. They don't look like, oh, this looks like, you know, I've been out in the sun. It's my beard is where all the gray and the white hair is. And if I shave this off, I would be like, yeah, if anyone was going to card me, it would be like if I shaved this off and I was just smooth faced. Maybe someone would think I looked under 40 and card me, right? But I guess there are people who go gray in their 20s and 30s, but usually people, rather than assuming they've gone gray young, they'll just be like, think, oh, that person's in their 40s. They're like, damn it, I'm 31. I just have gray hair. Like, oh, whoops. Not when your nose hurts, starting to right? I think you look great, but you're not fooling anyone with that with the gray hair. Well, what do you mean, Brad? That I'm not fooling anyone into thinking that I'm under 20? That's what I was just saying. Or that you don't think I actually have gray hair. Like, and then I'm faking the gray hair. Several gray hairs and you're only 32. No, I've known people who seem like they're in their 20s and they've got gray hairs. There's one lady that takes her dog to the dog park that her dog plays with Millie. And I'm fairly certain she's in like her mid to late 20s. And she's got like the gray hair, like the off the sides of her, coming from the sides of her temples up, like just like, oh yeah, she's probably gonna be fully gray by the time she's 40. You started getting gray hairs around 30, but they were rare. Now the temples are permanently gray, like G-Law. Are my temples gray? I gotta look. Nope. Here, we'll go to this, we'll go to the full cam. Yeah. This is, I got all crumbs and shit. Let's see. Yeah, see? There's this gray here. This is like a gray thing. But if you didn't know that it was gray, like this is, you know, looking at this, like, oh shit, yeah, he's got gray all over his beard. But if I got rid of that, then this could almost just look like natural highlights up here in the hair. Like it wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, look at all that gray. But I know it's like every year it's getting. If I didn't know it was gray, why wouldn't I know that? I just mean it's like it's not prevalent in my hair. So, because I've had highlights before, and I think the highlights, and also just if I used to spend a lot of time outdoors in the sun, certain parts of my hair would just get highlighted naturally. And there are times where I feel like what the way that the patterns of my gray that do appear in my hair look very similar to that pattern of like light bleached hair. You usually get me a game for my birthday, but this year you're getting me some just for men. Yep, the hair dye. There you go. And there's your Under Armour, Brad. We got the I forgot this setting that I have this one scene set up that's just all this weird bullshit and I just kept it. So that's fun.
45 seconds of gameplay.
All right. Let's get back to this game, shall we? You truly lived, Moss. Okay. Oh, the Taco Bell logo. Yeah, okay. I forget, is that one of the things? Live Moss? I remember Yo quiero Taco Bell. That was the Chihuahua. That was like 25 years ago now. Yo quiero Taco Bell. If you're looking for the village elder's house, it's just up that hill in the back of the village. Alright, what do you gotta say, kid? Louie hasn't come over recently. I wonder if something happened. Let's see. What do we got? First, let's check general goods. I bet they got shit for me to eat that I haven't eaten before. And I'll learn the recipes. I don't know if you... let's see. The Taco Bell Chihuahua was a very successful ad campaign. Yeah, I remember that was a big thing. I don't know if you recall, but if you ever stop by every few months, you say hi to the chat. You must depart. Have a good night. Yeah, no, I remember you, Chevy guy. Yeah. No, you're familiar. I know you're not here all the time, but I recognize your name as someone that comes in like, you know, you've been coming in like once in a while for a long time. Years. So have a good night. You might invest in hymns. Your hair is thinning, and you're a skinny white guy. It looks super racist when we're bald. Okay, that's fair. The fact that you have high muscle definition doesn't do you any favors. Uh-oh. Yeah. Now I need to use a floss thing because I got licorice stuck between my teeth. I think you got some dental work done. Alright. There's a gap between a couple of my teeth and a lot of shit gets stuck in there. It's been like that for like 3 years. I did get it fixed and then the part that they put in fell back out. I need to get some work done on my teeth. That's a long story short. Alright, we got talk first. The village is close to the border. It's one of the first places to be occupied during the war. There were so many victims back then, and the deep wounds in the people's hearts still have yet to heal over. Alright, what do you got to... What do you got to eat? Oh, it's just ingredients. Alright. Are there any foods that, any foods that restore my magic points? This is HP, HP. There's a lot of foods that heal certain things. Alright. All right, now I need another peanut butter pretzel though. I'm starting to get like hungry. What did I get for the smoothies? Smoothies are not super satiating. So if I have a smoothie around 6, I usually end up needing another meal. Get, like hungry again. Well, I guess it's been like 4 hours, so. I should eat several more handfuls of these snacks. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate that. Maybe I will. Alright. Ooh, it's the Moonlight Path. Inn and bar. I like to recommend the squeezed juice and the bar on the 2nd floor if I could. And his name's Apple. Alright. Please give it a try if you like. Alright. Well, first, should I rest? No, I don't need to rest. I want to see about what they got at this bar here. Welcome. If you're here for a drink, I recommend you try the various types of fruit wines. Our ingredients are the freshest and finest in all of Liberal. That sounds great, but if you don't mind me asking, this place wasn't around before, was it? Yes, that's right. We just opened the place recently. I hope you'll come visit us often. So what's the recommended item on your menu right now? Let's see. The pomegranate wine and the apricot tart is delightful. Shara, shouldn't we be investigating things first? That's exactly what we're doing. Speaking with the local residents can net us some information as well. You don't need to be in such a hurry. She just wants to get drunk. I wonder if she's really serious about what she says. Ha ha ha, who knows? But whenever it comes to her and alcohol, her credibility isn't that great. Because Brad said I should. Let's see. Apple ice cream and fresh juice. We're going to try both of them. And we're going to drink them right now to learn the recipes. That's apple ice cream. Let's see, who needs healing? And fresh juice. All right. Oh, there's an upstairs entrance to this place? That's pretty cool. And you can come back down the stairs right here. Or there's like an upper level up here. Alright, how can we go back down? Is it time to just start going into people's houses? He said we should go to the mayor first. But I'm just like, ma'am? Hi. You don't know us. We just came to your town, but I'm in your kitchen now. If you're looking for my husband, he's always in the orchard. Even when I call him for meals, he ends up coming an hour late. And by that time, his meal is already cold. Well, it's quite the predicament, I must say. Figaro. Have you visited the grave site here in the village? That large tombstone is dedicated to the victims who died in the 100 Days War. 10 years ago, this village suffered greatly because of the fighting. And even today, I still see that horrific scene sometimes in my dreams. That's why he needs someone to watch over him. Scare away those bad dreams. I've been growing fruit here ever since even since this village was alive with its mining industry. When it comes to growing delicious fruit, I have no equal in this village. No, good on you, buddy. My husband, Pesca, is really dedicated to his research. He works by day in the orchard and researches various means of cultivation by night. What does that mean? I moved to this village a number of years ago because I wanted to be an orchard farmer. I even purchased a new set of orbital farming equipment, which I've been studying how to use all my life. I'm going to grow and produce more fruit than anyone else. Wow, they're really into their fruit in this town. I'm actually looking to get out of the orchard business. Oh, that's a new one. And start again as a merchant in Boise. But there are still a number of problems hanging over this village. If we can't find a way to resolve them, I just won't be able to leave this place with a clear conscience. That's why my wife and son have gone ahead to Boise without me. You also want to get out of the orchard business, Brad? Let's see what this chicken thinks. Hey, chicken! 8 o'clock. I'm trying to talk to chickens. Alright. That's good. I'm done. I'm done chasing the chickens now. All those chickens are walking right through the tractor. Pretty impressive. Yep. They're pros. Nobody believes me. It wasn't a dream either. What are you talking about? Alright. I have a feeling there's gonna be more about whatever it is he's seeing. I'm trying to kill the chickens like his dog ate Chauncey. Chauncey is perfectly fine, Brad. Just because I have a picture of Millie with a tail feather sticking out of her mouth doesn't mean Chauncey got ate. Hey, this is the Elder's house. Okay. Finally. I haven't seen the likes of you around here before. I should do a voice. I haven't seen the likes of you around here before. So tell me, are you here to buy some fruit? No, we're not merchants. We're here with the Bracer Guild. So you're the elder of this village? I guess you could say I'm something like that. You don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, do you? Actually, sir, it's pronounced agate. You know, like maggot without the M. Oh, or like, well, we're all members of the same guild, but not companions exactly. Oh, wait, wrong. This is the lady. I know him by face, and that's probably about it. I see. So he's traveling by himself as usual, huh? The village elder closed his eyes for a moment, as a look of sadness passed over his aged features. Huh? What's wrong, sir? It's nothing really. Please pardon my expression. Just a little gas, probably, you know. Or just shot himself. I don't know. Who knows? It depends on how old he is. And what his condition is. Anyways. Yeah, why would an old person in the middle of a conversation just suddenly stop and get a really weird expression on their face? And then continue the conversation like nothing happened? And it could happen. You don't have to be old for that to happen. Some SNL... This SNL commercial, fake commercial for like this underwear, this special underwear that is supposed to be super like liquid repellent, and they're like, because I don't want to have to throw out my underwear every time I make one little mistake. Alright, I don't know why, but it's a funny commercial. And it's talking about all these guys in the gym are playing sports, And how every time they make one little mistake, they have to like sneak into the locker room and stick their underwear into like a plastic bag and double wrap, throw it in the garbage. Oh no, I'm tired. I'm getting loopy. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay. I have not been getting enough sleep lately. Oh my god. Just one little mistake. Okay. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me. Just have some more peanut butter pretzels? Okay, thank you, Brad. I will. Don't tell me that another dangerous monster showed up in the area. No, we're actually in the middle of investigating an investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we heard there was a report of some kind of sighting. I see. Eat the sleepiness away. Yeah, no, that was like, sometimes, it doesn't happen often, but when I get tired, like all of a sudden I'll get a case of the giggles about, it's usually something stupid, and then it's just like, I just start losing my shit. That's a little bit, like that was starting to happen a minute ago. I laughed harder recounting the commercial that I did when I actually watched it. So then, when you get these special underwears, your mistake just slides right out of them, and so they're like, so now they have to do the same thing, but with their pants at the time. Double wrap their pants in plastic baggies and throw them away. Usually I get angry. You said a lot of mean things to me those times. It really hurts. I'm sorry, Brad. I didn't mean to hurt you. I don't remember being mean, but I know I can get crabby when I'm tired. There probably been people that I've been like impatient with or snappy with. That's not true. You're really nice even when you get sulky and tired. Oh, I just know once or twice I've been tired and in a bad mood, and I felt like after the fact I was like, I might have like not been the nicest to some people tonight. And I can't even think of the last time it happened. It's not often that I felt like that way after a stream. It might have been like years ago. The only time I can remember for sure was in 2018 after my dad died. I was a little weird that year. In general, and there were times when I was like, if I was tired, I would start. I felt like I would start getting a little chesty. You can't go around taking me at face value. Well, see, Brad, that's one of the fun things about you. Is sometimes it's hard to tell. Usually I can tell. Once in a while, no, well, you might be poking fun of something that's actually true. I did on occasion get like pissy at someone, but I knew the way you said it. I said a lot of mean things to you at those times, and it really hurts. That if I ever did seem grumpy at you, which I don't ever recall being grumpy at you, but if I was not having a grumpy night and that was being reflected, you might have been like, damn, you have a pissed mood tonight. You're not gonna sound like a dick. You are serious about how my dog murdered my bird. Okay. You do take offense about how I won't continue Pool of Radiance. I know you've spent a couple years and you certainly brought it up many times. Maybe I'll go back to it someday. All I know is it was interesting getting back into it. It was a nostalgia trip, and it is like pretty authentic second edition D&D experience. But good God, it was tedious. Yeah, it's been like 2 or 3 years, right? I think it's been a while, probably about 2 years, I'm thinking. That is so repetitive and you can't... Not only are repetitive, but the controls are tedious as hell. Like, it's not like you just click on the guy you want to fight and they're like, attack. It's like you go through using the arrow keys or like shortcuts, like hit A for attack, S for stand aside, you know, whatever. All this shit that's not like you go through one menu and then another menu pops up and then another one and you go to another one, and then when it's time to actually target somebody, then you have to like... Anyways, it's just like every single... In a modern game, you literally click the person once and then there'd be like your ability buttons in the bottom. You just push the one you want to do and you're done. Yeah, and then the fights were all huge. Like the one, I remember it was just random. Like I walked into a bar thinking, I'm going to go ask about like rumors or some shit. And then it was just like, it's just like, there's a fight. I don't even know who I was fighting, like the town guard. I don't know what it was, but there was all of a sudden like 30 of them. It's like, oh shit, what kind of fucking bar is this? But that's what I did for the next hour of my life, was fight those 30. Just whimsical, like random encounter. You want to see me fight 20 kobolds? And that's the thing, is those is like you do that over and over again. Like you'd fight 20 kobolds and you take 2 steps down the hallway and then all of a sudden you're fighting 20 kobolds again. And it's like, all right, I get it. and then that takes 20 minutes to fight them, and then you take 2 more, you open the door and oh shit, it's 20 more kobolds. All right, here we go. It was a nice walk down memory lane. It was certainly worth the price to experience it again, but that might have been my only time revisiting it. Like that might be a game that I never play again, possibly. Royal Army came here, investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed. Really, is that so? What about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky? It was one of the children in here, a boy named Louis. Oh yeah, I just talked to him. He's the one that was like despairing that no one believed him. He apparently saw some suspicious shadow making its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid any way you think about it, so he may have just imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep. I just realized I was going to do a weird voice for this guy and I've forgotten. But he's a kid any way you think about it, so he may have just imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep. Imagined it, huh? I guess the best thing we can do is ask him directly. You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir. Look at Estelle being all mature and shit. Don't mention it. If there's ever anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. I couldn't keep his voice straight. Let's talk to his wife. The heat of flames, burning flesh, and charred smell of blackened bones. But this is not a pleasant way to open a conversation. Amidst the screams and cries of villagers and their children, no matter how many years pass, the terrible events of the war remain ingrained in my mind. Hi, and my name is Estelle. That would be how I would respond to that. Have I had the blue Star Wars milk? You haven't. You can say just okay. Expect more. Well, are you talking about the blue? I had blue Star Wars milk at Disneyland. I had the blue Star Wars milk, and it was really like a creamy blueberry smoothie or blueberry slushy almost. I thought it was quite good. But if you've had blue Star Wars milk in another context, then I don't know. I don't think. Oh, they have it at Walmart. Is it the same stuff from Disney? Maybe. I mean, I didn't think it didn't blow my mind or anything, but it was like, it was fun. It was a fun, creamy, sweet drink that didn't taste, that, you know, fine. I definitely didn't get it thinking it was gonna, I'd be like, oh, I can't imagine that this is, you know, my life has changed now. It was just like, yeah, it was like a creamy, like a cold, creamy drink that tastes like blueberries or something. It was good. I liked it. But I got it for the novelty. I finished it. I enjoyed it. I think I spent like $10 on it or something, so I wasn't going to get another one. But I had a favorable opinion of it. If it wasn't $10, I probably got more of it. But for me, it was worth spending $10 just to say I got some blue milk, which is probably exactly why they charge so much for it. Because they know people are going to be like, hey, they'll spend $10 just so they can say they had the blue milk. You drank the antifreeze? It was not great. Don't recommend. Brad, I'm glad you survived. Tell the tale. And to warn others that you recommend they not do it. It was not great. That's probably an understatement, Brad. Alright, here's the kid. Huh? I haven't seen you guys around here before. No, kid, we were literally here like 3 minutes ago. Remember, you were crying and said no one believes you? And then you wouldn't say anything else, so we left. And I said, and I quote, I bet there's going to be more to say to this kid. And then I walked off. I was right. Are you merchants here to buy fruit? Yes. We are merchants here to buy fruit. Oh, actually, no. We're here for a different reason. As a matter of fact, we're bracers. Bracers? You mean like agate? I don't know. You don't look all that strong to me, especially because you're a girl. There's a lot of sexist writing in this. Ugh. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? But after seeing my great skill with the staff, do you think you can still call me weak? Oh. That's amazing. It's like a tornado. Now she's singing a song? Ah, hey, hey. I hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Well, maybe the lesson should have been that women are not inherently inferior to men at physical things. Physical skills. It's on like Donkey Kong. And now, how about another amazing demonstration with my staff? Estelle, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louie by any chance? Yeah. How do you know my name? We heard from the village elder. He said you saw some kind of flying shadow. You think you could tell us a bit more about what you saw that night? Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything. That's fine. We're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us what you saw? In as much detail as you can remember? Okay, I'll try. You see, I like watching the stars at night. So, I often sneak out of my house at night and come here to look at the stars. The other night, I was out here looking up at the stars and saw two shadows moving across the sky. Now hold on a minute here. You say you saw two shadows? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the ticket. They were different sizes too. Kind of like a mom leading a kid. Two shadows, two sizes. That's consistent with an airliner and Sky Bandit airship if you think about it. Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. And the two shadows just kept on flying north until I couldn't see them anymore. So north is There's a trail that continues behind the village, and it leads to an old septium mine, which was abandoned some time ago. Soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail, but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have been dreaming. But then they laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. Little boy's eyes start to well up with tears. Ah, enough of that. You're a boy, right? Boys don't cry. That's sexist too. Alright? We're not like those stupid soldiers. We don't think you're telling a lie either. And we're gonna prove it. Really? Darn straight. You just leave it to us. No more crying, okay? Okay. You're a real nice person. Aha, as usual, she's got a knack with the kids. Yeah, she swung a staff at his face. Of course, now he's just gonna be like, oh yeah, you're sure so smart. Yeah, great. Yeah, maybe it's a virtue. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. It looks like we've got stuff to do. Right! Let's hurry and get onto the trail behind the village and see what we can find. I think I gotta look for more shops, though. Some more goods and services. Is there a map? Is there an orbital factory? Okay, there's no orbital factory here. Various shops. Oh, they don't have a weapon shop here, I don't think. There's only one building we haven't looked at. It's the one at the end here. This one. Oh, it's locked. All right. All right, let's save. I mean, there was a quest for a strong monster on this road, but it expired. So I don't know if that means that the monster's not going to be here anymore. Okay, the abandoned mine is to the left. I think I want to explore this whole area first, and then go to the mine. Alright, I'm going to kill monsters. Oh no, it's these things that heal. I do not like them. I do not. Alright. Because if I don't take this thing out, it's gonna regenerate and heal itself. Oh, good. Okay, got it. How can it take our health if it's already topped off? That's not fair. All right. Alright, well, we're getting through it. We're getting through its health. Jesus. Okay. Still, okay, we're not getting through this thing's health. It's not going down. Okay, now it's time to do some, use some special attacks. Oh, now it's just gonna heal again, though. What a bitch. How much health is it? 73? Alright, that's done. I don't like those guys.
Seems you came up short.
Alright, we definitely need some group heals right now. All right. Hey, treasure chest. I better save. One time I opened a treasure chest and it was full of monsters and they were really tough. And they killed me. And I tried it again. I tried it 3 times and they killed me 3 times, so. Alright, that was just treasure. I don't know if I fought these guys before. A roly-poly. I must have fought him before. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. 222? I think we can take it out. Yowzers.
Seems you came up short.
Oh, and another treasure chest. Alright. Death Blow 2. What's that? Is that an orbment? Death Blow. Time Elemental. "100% kills enemy, but quartz breaks." Alright, that sounds like something I should keep for a rainy day, but not equip. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's these guys again. Fuckers. Nice. We took that bitch out. Here, I'm gonna do a stone hammer. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Alright, you know what, you guys? I'm getting really sleepy. I just realized it's almost 11. It's not a crazy time for me to get sleepy, especially considering I've been going to bed at 10 every night and like falling asleep. I'm fucking tired. Tired, you guys. Tired. Tired. So tired. Alright. I don't even think I'm gonna read a case out of evidence structured approach for Brad. Oh my goodness. Yep. Alright, you guys. And chat's pretty quiet too. I think the whole probably everyone's asleep. Except for Evie, she's laughing. Maybe everyone fell asleep. Even Brad, where it's only 3 in the afternoon. It's all quiet. Everyone's quiet. I'm quiet. You're quiet. He's quiet. Bradford is quiet. He's quiet. Whatever happened to Mike? EL Gamer. He just got quiet. Everyone's quiet. I'm gonna be quiet in a minute because I'm gonna go. But first, dim the lights and just do this. We're just gonna do this thing. I'm gonna get the heck out. Go to sleep and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now, Brad Pritchard, EV23, maybe Mikey Elder Gamer. Go to sleep. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. Chevy guy. He already left for sure. Joss. I don't think Joss comes anymore. Who else? Who could the fourth person be? Third, fourth person is watching. Kink? Think it could be Kink? I saw Kink was streaming tonight. He was playing Subnautica, I think. Be just like Kink to slip in here after the stream and be quiet. All right. have a good night, everyone. Noah's the Grey. Sleep.